So I read the one on the right as if sign shows stop here. So I did. I stopped for a few moments before realising that I was an idiot. And to follow on from my previous vlog, where I said that I don't have the roads all to myself, I've included a few clips where I meet other vehicles. So we've made it to the car park of our morning hike. We're hiking up Ben Rins, I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a straight trail. Well, it's not straight, but it's an out and back trail, and it's meant to have great views. However, it is a little bit... It's clear at the bottom, but I can see kind of some of the mountains in the distance. I don't know if you can see, but there is some cloud over them. So I don't know if we'll get much views, but we'll have a look. We'll certainly see something on the way up anyway. But my main problem is, as I'm sat in the van now, I can hear a lot of wind. And I don't know if you remember, but a few episodes ago, when we were up in Aviemore, I test drove a little foam thing that I put on the camera that helps to block out the wind, and it worked brilliantly. So I was like, that's great, I need to take that on all of my adventures. Well, guess what I didn't bring on my adventure this time? That little foam thing I've left at home. I know exactly where it is, but I've not got it. So apologies, you are going to have to put up with a little bit of wind on this hike. I will try and edit out as much as possible, but it's just so difficult. But yeah, it's a windy day, can't do anything about it. I forgot my little muffler, so yeah, we're just going to have to get on with it. So two guys in the distance are running it. Far too energetic for my liking. Eh? I think Winston liked to go with them though. I'm not sure if you can hear it on the camera, but there's some really interesting bird noises coming from all, is it heather? I don't know, the foliage? Never heard that noise from a bird before. If anyone can identify it, I would be interested to know what it is. Huh. Onward. More sniffing. This is all he does now. barely 10 minutes in. I'm already panting. This whole hike is an incline. We're literally walking up to the top of the hill or mountain, not quite sure, and then we're turning around and coming back down. And literally, I'm almost out of breath already. And we've not even done like probably a fifth of what we've got to do. Like I said, been out the car 10 minutes, the car's just down there. Oh. But them views are great though, aren't they? Eh? I'm so out of practice because we've not been on hikes for a while. I'm also not used to carrying weight. So when we've been for walks, we've just been like that for walks. So I've had nothing more than really like some poo bags and treats. Whereas now I have like water bottles, waterproofs for Winston, first aid kit, all that jazz, spare batteries. So yeah. Although it's not much, it's not a heavy backpack by any stretch of the imagination. It does make a difference. Every gram does make a difference on your back and on your feet as well. If you've not got good shoes on, I'm going to just stop and tell you this because I can't keep walking, but one of the first mistakes I made when I started hiking was firstly I overpacked. So I remember doing the Gritstone Trail with a massive backpack and it quickly got very heavy. And the second mistake was that I didn't have shoes with really good soles in. So I had hiking boots, but the soles were quite thin. When you've got your whole body weight and whatever you have in your backpack all going down through your shoes, and you're walking on terrain like this for a considerable amount of time, all these stones start to, you feel them on the soles of your feet, and your feet get very sore very quickly. So yeah, pack light but efficiently, still be prepared, and have some good soles on your shoes so that your feet don't end up looking like you've been walking barefoot. Oh, I hope it clears when we get to the top because those views behind me are incredible. It doesn't seem that windy here either. I think we're blocked a little bit from it. Anyway, let me stop waffling and let's just keep going. I think it's his excuse for a break. Hey. It's tough going, isn't it, for us? So we're going down here, across there, up that one, across there, up that one, all the way to the top of there. Winston's still sniffing. Out the way. Die! Open and close it like that. And you would walk it. I like that. Where's my dog? He's up there. put my coat back on as we get higher and possibly windier. But it's not raining. And to be fair, I know it's windy, but it's still warm. I don't know if I'd say warm. It is a bit nippy. But it's June, it's the end of June. And down in the valleys, like from Wales in the valleys, it's like a nice 16, 17 degrees. It's just this wind. So I don't know, we'll see. Probably waffling again. But let's keep going. I'm having a great time. This is the last steep bit before we get to the top, and the sun just came out, so hopefully by the time we get there, there's still a fair bit to do, but we've done the majority. By the time we get there, we'll hopefully have some glorious 360 degree views. That's what I'm holding on to in my heart as I'm battling my way up this hill, realising how bad my cardiovascular fitness is. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Look at the little trooper, honestly. He is getting tired now though. He's almost there. He's almost there. So the two guys that took up this hill running at the same time as Winston and I set off walking have just passed us on the way back down. I had to stop, I was picking up some of Winston's poo and they just whizzed right past us. And I'm like, why can't I have that level of cardio? In fairness to them though, they're not carrying weight. They're obviously very light. But it's still no easy feat to run up this thing. I still think I'd struggle walking without the weight. But we're almost there! So excited! I'm excited to walk back down and be able to take in the views. I prefer walking down, don't get out of breath. But I can walk down and I can see all the views because I keep turning round on the way up. I don't see much on the way up. So, looking forward to going down and taking in my surroundings whilst I'm not fighting for my life. Oh, or tripping over things. Now I didn't know it at the time, but this is the last mountain that Winston will climb. This was filmed several months ago, and as Winston gets closer to his 14th birthday, he's no longer able to do such climbs. So after over a decade of adventuring together, this is the last time that I'll follow that bottom up a mountain to a trig. I wish I had known at the time that this would be Winston's last mountainous trig point. But I'm so glad and I'm so thankful that I documented it and I got it on film. You do it, Buzz! Did ya? Hey, you're incredible. And you led the whole way. What a dog. What a dog. Yeah, you did it, didn't you? Hey. go. One more step along the world I go. I had a feeling there was a runner that went up, I had a feeling it was coming down behind me, and I'm just here singing. From the old and to the new, keep me travelling along with you. And you, Winston, who doesn't care for my singing at all. I think he gets enough of it in the car. Oh, look at the good boy. That's what a good boy looks like. You wonder what a good boy looks like? Are you? A good boy in the dictionary is a yo. Come on. There's Dory. There. So I've just given him a chicken neck, a chicken heart, and a piece of beef trachea, or trachea, depending on how you pronounce it. Good boy. So I saw more runners on that trail than I did other hikers. So I saw 2 other hikers, but I saw 4 people running it up and down. So when we set off, there was the 2 guys that ran up it and then passed us again as we were still going up. Whilst we were going up, there was also another one that ran down. And then whilst we were coming down, there was a guy that passed us running up and then passed us again running back down. And I'm just sat there thinking, that's absolutely insane. But I think the reason why I think it's insane is because I couldn't do it. I could not do that. I have not got the mental willpower, cardio, fitness, everything that you need to be able to run up and down that hill. So yeah, insane. Anyway, I need to go to the co-op to see if, well, the co-op here is quite a big one. It's like a little mini supermarket. I need to go and see if they have a tin opener because I forgot my tin opener. My tin opener is in the kitchen in the house and I've been using it to open the tins in the house. So when I left with the caravan, I forgot to put it in the caravan. Now, I could try and MacGyver the tins open with a knife, but I'd probably just end up losing a finger. So I am now on the hunt for a tin opener as we make our way back to the campsite. So, let's see how that goes. So I didn't time my journey home very well, and I ended up turning up back at the roadworks point just as they had closed the road. They put the sign out to say that there would be a 15-minute delay, so I pulled over and Winston and I just chilled out for a bit. And shortly after, we were on our way once again to find a tin opener. So I've just been to the co-op and they had no tin opener, no utensils at all, but I did manage to find an odds and ends shop. So for the grand total of £1.60, I have got a tin opener and I can now eat. But I don't know if you can see on the camera, but I am actually parked outside of a butcher's shop. So I thought I'm going to go in the butcher's shop and I'm going to see if they've got any pork and haggis sausages. No, they did not have any pork and haggis sausages. I also checked in the co-op as well for those Kilt Company ones. No pork and haggis sausages. I am yet to find them since, where was it at? Was that Moffat campsite when I had them? Yeah. It's a long time ago now, almost a year, and I still think about those sausages. So hopefully I'm gonna be able to find them again one day. But right now, let's go back to the campsite. Let's have some lunch because I also have an afternoon activity to do. Now we're going to skip through this next bit very quickly because we still have a fair bit to do today. So first we drove back to the campsite. There's the pod, looking all poddy. I then made a sandwich. Winston got his usual little bits of cheese, and I also had some tinned fruit with quite a bit of evaporated milk. I watched some more of Garden Rescue, and then Winston and I had a little snuggle. Oh, look at him, precious boy. And then I was back out again. Let's go join this car with the roof box on. So I've just parked up at Speyside Cooperage. Now I will be honest, I'm not 100% sure what is going to happen here. I'm booked in a tour. It's a 1-hour tour at 3 o'clock. It's only 10 minutes from the campsite. I believe this is where they... Sorry, I'm holding the camera. I believe this is where they make the barrels, or they're going to show us how the barrels are made that all the whiskey goes into. That's what I think. I could be completely wrong. But let's go see. I'll try and video as much as I can. I'm not quite sure how much of it I will be able to video without intruding on other people's tour experiences that they have paid for. So I'll try and film as much as possible, but we shall see. But yeah, let's go see how whiskey barrels are made, I think. So Speyside Cooperage is the only working cooperage in the UK that is open to the public. And as with any good tour, it starts in the gift shop. Now obviously this one was whiskey themed, and it included lots of things made from old whiskey barrels. Now, once everyone had arrived, you're taken first into a small cinema to watch a short movie. Now, of course, it's not rainbowed like what it looks on the screen, that's just how my camera picked it up. And then you're taken onto a viewing platform to see the actual workshop of them repairing barrels. And here is where you learn about the barrel making process, what each area of the workshop is for, how long it takes someone to train to be a cooper, and how the barrel affects the taste of the whiskey, along with so much more information. The tour then ends in a small bar where you get a dram of a Speyside 10-year-old whiskey. Mine was decanted into a bottle because I was driving. So that's the tour done, and it was very good. It was interesting, it was entertaining, it was informative, and obviously I got my little dram of whiskey as well to try when I get back. And it only cost £10. So it was £10 and the tour lasts 1 hour. And I highly recommend that if you are in Speyside or if you are near this area, check out Speyside Cooperage. You will not regret it. I highly recommend the tour. But now, I need to get back to the campsite because I want my tea. Right, so I've just pulled over because every time I drive past the campsite, I drive down this road and down here I see a bridge. And I know that sounds like, okay, yeah, there's a bridge, but I think it's the same bridge that's on the leaflet that you get when you check in to the camping and caravanning club site. Apologies about the traffic. And I don't know, they kind of put like the main attraction of the area on their leaflets, or one of the main attractions. So because I keep going past this bridge and I keep thinking it's the same one, I feel as though I should see it. So I just put my car in a lay-by and it's just down here, so I'm gonna go see it. I knew it was the same one. I knew it. I was driving and thinking, I'm sure I've seen that bridge somewhere. I've seen it on the leaflet. But I wonder what makes this bridge so special. Obviously it's very ornate, very pretty. Much prettier than that bridge over there. Here's all the distilleries that are in operation in the Speyside region. Glenfarclas is what I'm going to later this week. So I found some interesting information that this bridge is probably the oldest surviving cast iron arch bridge in Scotland. And there's more information there. If you want to read it, just click pause. brings us to the end of a very long but a very enjoyable day out with the pod. Winston and I are going to rest for the evening, and we look forward to seeing you all in the next episode of this adventure.